Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads Mahabharata 56. As you may remember, Yudhishthira told Bhima that Purochana was planning on burning them to death in a few days. The time has come when we must arrange our flight. Let us arrange to leave 6 people to sleep here. Purochana, of course, stays here always. We will then set fire to this house called Shiva and escape through the tunnel. The next day, Kunti had a feast arranged to feed all the poor people in the city. There was a Nishada woman who would come often to the presence of Purochana. Kunti was aware of this fact. This woman also came to the feast. Kunti was very pleasant to her. She thought that she now was a friend of the queen. She had 5 sons. On the day of the feast, this Nishada woman was made to drink her fill. So were her sons. She and her sons were so drunk that they slept in the palace that night. Purochana was drunk too. So that night there were 7 people sleeping in that house. Late in the night, the Pandavas set about their escape. Their preparations were quick and silent. Kunti and 4 of the Pandavas entered the tunnel first. Bhima, with a flaming torch in his hand, danced about all over the place, setting fire to the walls of the apartments, to every corner of the place. He knew where the pots of oil and ghee were placed. He knew where Purochana was sleeping in a drunken stupor. He set fire to that place. Bhima then hastened to the trap door. The house had already begun to burn. He rushed into the tunnel. He left the door open. He knew that the debris would cover up the door and part of the tunnel too, and prevent the people from discovering that the Pandavas had been able to escape through the tunnel. The entire city woke up from a deep sleep by the noise of the house burning. There were terrible crashing noises when the house fell down. No one could come near and try to rescue the princes, since the moat could not be crossed. They all stood helpless and watched the house as it was being burnt up by the leaping flames. No one could do anything. They had to stand by and watch the beloved Pandavas being burnt. It did not require much intelligence for them to guess that Dhritarashtra and his son were responsible for this tragedy. The people of Varanavata cursed the Kauravas and wept for the young princes and their mother who had been murdered in such a treacherous manner. They stood all night watching the palace of Lak being burned to ashes. The Pandavas, in the meantime, were hurrying through the tunnel. Bhima heard the crash of the building falling down. He hurried them along. There was the danger of the tunnel closing up before they came out of it. Kunti and her other children were so sleepy and so nervy that they could not walk fast enough. Bhima took them all up. With his dear mother on his back, the twins on his hips, and the other 2 in his arms, the great hero walked the entire length of the tunnel. They reached the bank of the river Ganga at long last. From that distance, they could see the sky, red with the flames rising from the burning house. The river flowed placidly. It was comforting to see her flow so serenely. She was unruffled. It seemed as though she was setting them an example, as if to say, "Do not let these things trouble you. They will pass." They were now to the south of Varanavata. There they met a man who had been stationed there by the thoughtful Vidura. He said, "Thank God you have come. I saw the house burning and I was worried about you. I have been here every night for the last so many nights. We did not know when you would be able to escape from the house of Lak." Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.